Hey everybody, my name is Jess and I'm an old-time strongman from Northwest Pennsylvania. Thanks for stopping by my channel. I'm just getting this going and I'm going to be using this space to basically show you all my process. I've been training feats of strength for a couple years now and it's been quite the journey already, and I see what's on the horizon and I'm looking forward to sharing it with you guys. So I'm out in the woods on a hike. So I've been at strength for a couple years now. I guess in 2015 I got started. I had been hit by a drunk driver. This girl had fallen asleep like 15 feet in front of my car, and it ripped my driver's side off. And I had my left arm on the wheel, and it impacted a nerve in my neck. And for like 6 months, my left arm was basically just pins and needles. If I put any pressure on my palm, I had to do a bunch of physical therapy, and when that got better, I really let myself go during this whole period. I was just kind of depressed, and I didn't know if I was going to be able to use my arm right, and I didn't care. I was eating all this fast food and garbage and just being a slob. And around December, I guess this was 2014 of December, I tried to do like some push-ups, and I could do 5, and I was like, that's really not cool. I had always been like really fit in my youth. I grew up on a farm and was always really active, and had been involved in martial arts, you know, off and on since I was like 10, and it was a real gut check. So I started working out. I started doing a lot of calisthenics. I got some phone apps, Gorilla Fitness, and I started doing all this body weight stuff, or trying to do all this body weight stuff. And then I found out about this program called Convict Conditioning. Phenomenal program. It's basically like prison style workouts, or workouts that you would do if, you know, you had just, you know, a bar to do like some pull-ups on. And it was great. It was a great foundation. And through that, I found out about kettlebells, and I went and got certified in Strong First as one of their bodyweight instructors later that year. So I went from, you know, not being able to use my arm the year prior to doing a one-arm, one-leg push-up just by working a little bit at a time and doing a little bit better. That sounds really simple, but that's what it is. Fitness is so much about the journey. At the end of the Strong First seminar certification, there was a guy there that did Oldetime Strongman stuff. I had no idea about any of that, but he had a bag of nails, and he was like showing everybody that had passed the strength test of the certification, like, hey, you guys should check this out. And he was giving us nails to bend, and it was incredibly hard. Like, I ended up folding it. I think it was like a 40 penny nail, but it was like everything that I had to bend this nail. And he's like, look, just go to the hardware store, pick up a couple pounds of this, and grab some light leather, and, you know, work on it. So I did, like, off and on for like the next year or so. I got into kettlebell and worked on that. I opened up a gym and didn't have any idea how to run a business. And And the whole time I had this strongman stuff in the back of my mind. So my gym ended up lasting about 6 months. And the interesting thing about that was I set myself up for failure from the beginning by telling myself, admitting to myself that it wasn't an ideal location for a gym, for a business. It was a really small rural town, and it was going to be a good experience, but it would basically, like, you know, help me down the road, which essentially it has, but I was already admitting that I was going to fail before I even got started. So just bear that in mind. You want to think positive. It's that simple. Well, anyway, I ended up finding out about this program called The Amazing 12 through another Strong First instructor, and they had these photos online of the people that had done the program, and they're just super ripped, and more importantly, they were super strong. They were doing really crazy stuff in the gym, and the guy that created the program, Paul McElroy, he's like an X-Man. He was check out Paul McElroy. His channel is Centaur Fitness, like Centaur, like the mythical beast. Yeah, Paul owns the Centaur gym in Belfast, and the stuff that he can do is incredible. But even more incredible than the strength that he's able to demonstrate is his ability to coach and create athletes from ground zero. He's made world champions in numerous sports over the years. Really phenomenal guy. Well, I got certified as an Amazing 12 coach in 2016, I believe. And at that certification, I got the chance to meet the Iron Tamer, Dave Whitley. Dave is an old-time performing strongman. He's trained with Dennis Rogers and Slim the Hammerman, and he's also just a phenomenal coach. It's not just about the strength, it's about being able to relate the process of attaining it to others, and Dave is just exceptional at doing so, and a phenomenal human being. I've been down to Tennessee a few times to do workshops with Dave on Wim Hof, on his ideas on kettlebell. Really something that nobody else is really doing. He's tying a lot of different elements together. But also, Dave hosts the Oldetime Strongman University with Dennis Rogers. And I've had the good fortune to go down there the last 2 years. I went in 17 and 18. And it's basically Dennis's school on how to do all these old-time feats. It's really been something. So I'm able to do some of this stuff now at what I would consider a basic rudimentary level. Some of it a little better than others, but yeah, I'm really going to be focusing on this now and working on going out and performing live, because that's really where all this comes from live performance. Not that long ago, before we had all this digital media and movies or any of that stuff, like, if you wanted to be entertained, you had to go and see it live. And one of the central figures in that scene was the strongman. They were literally, you know, the superheroes of the old world. And it's got this really rich, fantastic history. Guys like Herman Gorner, Arthur Saxon, Joseph Greenstein, the Mighty Atom. And finding out about these guys and being inspired by them and their training, the things they've done, how they live their life, their philosophies. It's been really, really good. So yeah, I'm eager to share with you guys and glad to have you along for the ride. So if you've got any questions or interested in any content in the future, just leave a comment and I'll see you guys down the road. Cheers.